We are going to candle our duck eggs. Candling is a process where we take a very bright light and we shine it through our eggs, and it will tell us whether eggs are fertilized and also show us what that developing embryo looks like inside the egg. So what's an embryo? An embryo is a developing baby. Humans, we were all once embryos at some point. Here inside our eggs, our ducklings are little bitty embryos inside there. So you're actually going to be able to see through the shell and see the developing duck embryo that's inside it. Ducks are typically incubated for about 28 days. Today is day 14, so we're halfway through the development cycle for these eggs that are in the incubator. Now, the incubator is a machine that mimics what a mother duck would do on the farm, whether it's laying on her nest, which is going to provide warmth and humidity to the eggs. She's also going to turn those eggs a little bit. So our incubator does all of those things. Our incubator provides warmth. We have it set at 99.5 degrees Fahrenheit. And then it provides humidity, which is moisture in the air. And it's currently set at I think about 53% humidity. So the duck eggs will stay in the incubator for 28 days and then they'll start hatching. So now we're going to take a look inside our eggs. So we have our first egg on our candler here, and you can see the embryo inside. It kind of looks like a dark shadow. We also can see the air cell, and the air cell is that kind of white area on the end of the egg. And the air cell is going to be really important because it's an area where our duckling is going to use to take its first breath. Also in our egg, you can kind of see some lines, and those lines are called blood vessels. And the blood vessels connect our duckling to the yolk of the egg. And the yolk supplies all of the nutrients that duckling needs to develop. So in this egg, we can see our embryo moving around a little bit. You can see that really dark circle that you kind of see in the upper left-hand corner. That is a duckling's eyeball. And it's one of the few things that we can really, really see when we candle our eggs. Again, we can see our embryo. It's pretty dark in this egg. It's a little bit harder to see, but we can see a really, really nice dark shadow. Now, if this egg was not fertilized, which means that the drake and the hen didn't mate, we wouldn't see anything through the egg. We wouldn't see any type of dark shadow like we do. So again, we can see our embryo kind of in that upper part of the egg there. We can see a little bit of movement occurring. Movement is really good. It means that our embryos are healthy. They're moving around. If you think about human babies, they move around inside the stomachs of their mother. So it's very similar. Our little ducklings are moving around inside their egg. And this one is another really good embryo that we can see. We can actually see, it looks like it's actually ingesting some food right now, but we can see it moving around a bit. It's kind of fun to just watch them move. So this is kind of mimicking what we would do as humans as far as getting an ultrasound. So this bright light shines through the egg, and through that we can really see that embryo, and we know that it's healthy, it's viable, and it's developing. We have a really great outline of this embryo. You can see its eye kind of there in the middle. And this little one is moving around a good little bit. So about the midpoint of development, the ducklings, they have grown quite a bit, because when they first are fertilized, they just look like a teeny tiny little dot. Like if we were to draw a small circle with a pencil, that's what they would look like. But they've grown quite a bit, and they'll still continue to grow. When they're getting ready to hatch, they will actually fill out the entire egg. So this embryo, oh wow, we've got one that's moving around quite a bit inside here. A lot of their internal organs have already started to develop. They're